Hello, good evening, Monday evening today. Welcome to Candy's Crafts Corner. My name is Candy Rodo and I am coming to you from New York City. So, as you saw, I rescheduled this Facebook Live for Monday instead of my usual Sundays. I hope you don't mind. I had something fun to do yesterday, so I decided to go visit an old friend who invited me to our barbecue. So how can you say no, right? So anyway, let me put things center, make sure we're on, and things that we are. And today it's Christmas in July 3, probably the last Christmas in July. My intention was showing you some of the Christmas products in the online exclusives, especially the tracking along, which is a very popular product, but it was so popular it got out of stock, and when it was on stock I bought it in July 7, and I'm still waiting for it. Look, and it's whatever, what day is it, 24? It's been quite a long wait, but anyway, so I didn't have time to do anything with that because of course I didn't get it yet. So I thought I would focus on animals and conventional Christmas colors, because like everybody sees like the gold and the silver and the red and the green for Christmas, and sometimes it's fun to do something a little bit out of the beaten path, right? So that's what I decided to do while I wait for my tracking along. And then I would like to know if next week you would like to see Christmas in July 4 and last one, because it'd be the end of July, or if I should do just alternatives to the latest paper pumpkin. So what would be your preference? Because I'm here to inspire you if I can. All right, so let's start. So I put this just for decoration, for the background. But these are the cards that I was thinking tonight. We start with the little penguin. The penguin punch is on the clearance section, and it's one of my favorites. I love penguins. Everybody who knows me knows I love penguins. And I decided to do this in blue because when I saw the little fairy penguins in Phillip Island, Australia, they are actually blue and they're so cute. So why not, right? So Misty Moonlight that's kind of the color that they are. So this is one of the cards that we'll be making. And yeah, I was thinking, it's like, did I put something inside? Yes, I did, because you need for the dark background, if you want to write, you need something lighter. Then we have the possibilities of combining any of our, what I call the diorama dies, with the beautiful, gorgeous, what's it called, the one horse open slate DSP. It's 6x6, and they're all like background paper, so they go so well. You can put any of them as a background and they work really well. I'm sure you've seen some people already using them. It's not a very original idea, but like you can do so much with it, so you can give it your own twist. So I used the bluer one with also Misty Moonlight for this deer. This comes from, what is it called? I'm gonna grab the stamp set, the bundle actually. We still have it, it's available, but it's not as a bundle anymore. It's Grassy Grove and the Grove dies. And the Grove dies are these. They're gorgeous. They come with several deer and some greenery, and then it has this beautiful, what I call the diorama light, because if you put a little bit of dimensionals and give it like a 3D look, they look really cute, I think. And same thing with this. This is Aspen dice, which last year was part of a celebration. You could get it as part of celebration. So I was like, oh, I already had it, but it's like, oh, I love these dice. I used them a lot in my Christmas and holiday cards last year. And again, you can put one of the background stamps here, and here it features the little fox. I love this fox. This is probably my favorite paper of the favorite papers of One Horse Open Slate. So if you're on, say hi. Don't be shy. And then for last, we have a very unconventional one, more men oriented or fishing people oriented. We have the, I can't remember what is it called. Let's Go Fishing paper. And I thought like, oh, why don't we put like a little Santa hat to the little fish, and it would be an unconventional holiday card for somebody who loves fishing. I have a couple of friends. Hi, Kate, how are you? I have a couple of friends who are into fishing, so this is gonna be their Christmas card this year. Very different, right? This is not something you can find in the Hallmark store. None of them are, but in this one especially not. Anyway, so let's start with, I'm glad you like the cards, Kate. Be thinking, which one would you like to receive this holiday? Let's start with the penguin, because penguins are my favorite. And also, this combines the Ring in Nature, which is this set that has the rings of the tree trunk. I love it. And it comes also with the hybrid embossing folder. Hybrid means that you can put this, okay, you have to find how to do it properly, but there, you know, you can use both the embossing and the die together, and it would emboss at the same time that it would cut the rings. But I've already done that, so we don't have to do it on camera. What I'll have to, hi Joanne, how are you? What I'll have to do off camera, and I'll have to see how it fits, okay. What I have to do off camera is embossing the ring, because first you have to stamp the message and then you emboss it, otherwise it's not gonna emboss, it's not gonna stamp correctly. But anyway, let's start with this one. As I said, it's a very simple card design. It's just, you know, has a little something, and it has possibilities. So I cut all the pieces. Good that you're okay, Joanne. Nice to hear that. Okay, so our card base is your typical measurement, which is 8.5 by 5.5, score in the middle at 4 1/4. So you get your portrait base, right? Then we have, I'm using here the shimmer, soft shimmer paper in Night of Navy that matches the Night of Navy cardstock, but it gives it a little bit of more shine, right? So we're gonna not attach that, because first we're gonna put the ribbon in, so let's not do that. Like I always jump the gun and do it before time. So, and this is the beautiful Countryside Corners paper. It's gorgeous. I love it. It has so many, and it has the little animals. So here are our animals, and then we have the penguin. And I thought that the penguin from the Punch, it kind of has like the little whimsical style that these animals have, with the separate eyes, and you know, so I think it goes very well together. And it's an unconventional color, because it's not your red, green, and gold. Okay, so let's adhere the base. The shimmer paper is cut 1/4 inch smaller than the base, so it's 4 by 5 1/4, and this is 1/4 inch smaller than that, which means that is 3 3/4 by 5. All right. You can do it a little slimmer if you want less shown, but I really want it a little bit more shown. You have to be careful, because this paper is less porous than regular paper, the shimmer paper, so it slits a little bit more. I still use liquid glue because I think that's the best, right, for this kind of project. So then we have some of the rings, and I cut them all together, and they're different sizes, so you can just see this is a little bigger than the one I used, but it will work fine. And this is the one that it's a little bigger than that too, so maybe we can put a smaller one for the penguin and a bigger one for this, because this would be way too small, I think. Alright, I think I'm gonna use these two, so it's gonna be a little different than what I did originally. Alright. Oh, and I thought that as much as I like the fairy penguin in the misty moonlight that I already pre-cut, I thought, why not make it a shiny penguin? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use the shimmer paper to cut the body of the penguin. You know, like as you create, you change things and see what works for you. Sorry, I'm doing it a little bit off camera. There we go. Save the scraps for something else, right? So here we have the little penguin, and now we have the body that I had already pre-cut, also from the punch, because if you see, the punch cuts the foot only once, so you have to cut it twice, and then the body, and then the body, and then the inside of the body, right? So you can cut it in different colors. So we're gonna adhere it with a little bit of glue. Oh, first off, we have to put the face on this little guy. And this suite, the penguin place, that is no longer available, but honestly, all you have to do is put two little dots and a triangle for the back. And if you don't have these stamps to do that, you can just do it by hand with a marker, one of the Stampin' Right markers. And I'm gonna find where the eyes are. It's a weird stamp. Oh, here it is. I always miss it because it doesn't look like eyes. It looks like this. Right? Let me find the tiniest block like this. And we'll use Memento Black. So what? His black eyes. Hi Deborah, how are you? Monday night for a change. And I should use my matte, because this is photopolymer. It needs a little bit of cushioning. There we go. So that's the eyes. See how they're a little separate, like the little animals here, like the little fox, like the fox here. Can you see it? Yeah. So I think it's the same kind of whimsical style of the penguin, so I think it works nicely with the set. And then we need the back, but I'm gonna clean this, and I'm gonna use the same block because this is my little block. Yes, I am well. Dealing with the heat, not as hot as it was last week, but still humid, and you know, I'm dreaming of a beach and a pool or something, because you know, it's too hot. Alright, so where were we? The back in yellow. I'm gonna do it in this is so saffron. I don't know if it's the same color of the feet, but it's gonna work. And I don't want to get up to find another one now. So, as I said, if you don't have the Penguin Place stamp set, you can just use a marker and do a little triangle. And that will work as well. I'm not even gonna get my mat for this. I'm just gonna put it right there. There we go. I should have put it farther up, but that's fine. It's still gonna work once you put it like this. See? cute. I love penguins. So as I was saying, this sponge is, last time I checked, was still available in the clearance section at a reduced price. Of course, I pay full price because I love penguins and I have to get it immediately. But if you get it now, you get it cheaper. There we go. He's so cute. Now he needs feet. And I had pre-cut them. I don't know why, because you know, this is not hard to do and I could have done it on camera. Just a dot of glue, liquid glue. Let me get my tweezers, and he's gonna be kind of sitting on the trunk of the, well, how you call that, tree trunk? Alright, there we go. So here's a little penguin. Isn't he adorable? I love him. I'm gonna make this one too. Don't you think this is gonna go to waste? No, 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 no. Not under my watch. Alright, so we adhere it here. I think this is big enough, because we have the other bigger now, so we kind of combine. We don't want the same exact measurement. So let me get dimensionals. Put a couple of dimensionals. Oh, the closest beach to me, I don't know, I don't know, probably Coney Island. I don't have a car, so it's always complicated to get to the beach, and then you have to go with public transportation. It's a pain in the neck, and in some of them they make you pay, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm so used to the beaches in Europe where they're free and you just go to the beach and you can swim at your leisure, because here also everybody's so worried that, you know, something's gonna happen to you and you're gonna sue the city. And I'm like, oh, I don't like when you have to swim in front of the safe lifeguard and not stray away, and you know, like, it's too much for me. But anyway, I like to, you know, I know. My friend was telling me the other day that she went to the beach because she's a surfer, and there was a faraway cloud, so the lifeguards started taking everybody off the beach, and this was like 8:30 in the morning, in case it rained, and because if it rains or it drizzles, you cannot be at the beach. I'm like, yeah. Anyway. So this is a little penguin. So we'll leave it here ready. I put dimensionals behind that too. And I'm gonna stamp now my sentiment. And what can I say? I wanted to say something different and not let your heart be light. Even though it's like, it fits the little guy here. And for these, for Let Your Heart Be Light, came from Brightest Glow. That's still in the catalog, the annual catalog. But I don't know, all is merry and bright. There's no snow here, so in my car, so I didn't, you know, it can be right in other ways, right? Wishing you a season of hope and light. No, I thought that I was going to use From Perch in a Tree, wishing you abundant joy and peace. I think that's a nice sentiment for this card. Anyway, to finish my complaining about beaches here, yeah, I find it a lot, like the whole process to me is very annoying, because, you know, it involves a lot of effort. Where is the, your kind, oh, here it is. And if after all the effort, there's a straight cloud and they kick you out after you've gone there and you pay your entrance and everything, I would be very annoyed. And it happened to me when I went to Cape May with my family. Like, we paid a lot of money to stay in a hotel that had a private beach in front of it. So, you know, like, you could get, not private, but, you know, like, where, because you stay in the hotel, they give you the chairs, and they set up the towels for you and the parasols. And then it rained and they kicked us out, like, you know, we were not very lucky with the weather. And it's like, it's not raining that much, it will pass. Like, no, you cannot be at the beach. It's like, oh, it's really, Jesus. Anyway, that's just my complaining. I guess it's different culture, beach experiences. And I have not gotten used to it. Anyway, so now I'm gonna quickly emboss that. I cannot bring the machine here because it doesn't fit this embossing folder, and I didn't want to bring the big one here, and I think it's this one, the one that goes. So I'm gonna pass that really quickly through the machine. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere because it will take me 2 seconds. We can even talk about it while I do it. So one of the things that is, I don't know why this is not working. One of the things that is happening this week is that the demonstrators get to see the new mini catalog, where it will have a lot of holiday items, I mean. Okay, so this is how it came out. Let's see, we'll discover it together. Oh, pretty. Isn't it nice? Now it has like the texture of the rings of the tree trunk. Yes, Joanne. Like, it was just like she said, like, oh, they stayed at the boardwalk and it didn't even rain, not a drop. And it wasn't thundering, it was just like a distant cloud. So she was really annoyed because she got up early to go surfing. Oh well. Rules and rules and rules. So I'm gonna put this like around here, just with liquid glue, because this guy, it will go on top on dimensionals. But first I'm gonna put my ribbon, and I thought that this ribbon, it was from the In Colors of last year. This is Starry Night, but because it's metallic, it kind of matches perfectly with the Night of Navy. It's not supposed to be the same color, but it's like, to me, it does look like the same. So I think that it works very well. But then I also saw that I could use this one. I mean, you can use whatever you want, whatever you have available. Ribbons get out of, how you call it, ribbons get discontinued very quickly, and people have what they have. So, you know, whatever works for you. I thought this can also be nice, but I don't think it's going to be so visible. I think I'm going to stick with the metallic. What do you guys think? And by the way, at the beginning, I don't know if anybody was on, but I was saying that I wanted to do something with the online exclusive tracking along, but I didn't get it. I'm still waiting for it, even though I ordered it on the 7th. Which is a little extreme if you ask me. It's like, I know they'll be running into trouble, but it's like, really, 20-something days to get an order? It's not even orders that come from overseas take that long. And anyway, so I decided to do animals and unconventional colors. But next week, hopefully I'm gonna get the order this week. I don't know if I'll get it on time, so I cannot make any promises. But I was giving you guys a choice. Would you like to see Christmas in July 4 and last one? Or would you like to see alternatives to the paper pumpkin Fun in the Sun, which is also very summery? Well, also meaning July, right? Let me put a glue dot right here, because it's always better to put a glue dot to maneuver. The blue one, right, John? Yeah, I thought so too. It's like the other one, you can barely see it. Plus, there's no snow in this card. So now I put a glue dot there, and I make it coincide with my first little knot. Then we'll hold it so I don't have to put my finger like that. Let's see. It's a very thin ribbon, so it twirls a little bit, but that's fine. I like it. It goes well with. All right, let's do it again. All right, this way. Gotcha. There we go. Very nice. I love these ribbons, all of them. I like them better than the ones this year. I love the colors, and the texture is very nice, but they're very thick. So you cannot, they get very bulky very quickly. So you have to use them more in flat ways. All right, now we're gonna put our guy here, see where we like him. So what do you guys want to see next Sunday from me? Oh, I'm glad you like it. I love penguins. And I don't know if you were on when I was saying this. In blue are like the penguins I saw when I visited Australia. And they have these fairy penguins in Phillip Island. They all come in like 200, 300s in the evening to go to their burrows after they've been fishing for several days. And it's so cute to see, and they're all blue. They're like this dark blue color. It's so nice. So anyway, so now we can mount our car. I'm gonna just get this out of the way. Mount our car. Gonna be a little faster because I have 3 other cars to show you. So there. So yeah, I love those penguins, and that's why penguins are not always black. And this is an unconventional color for Christmas, which I like. And then from the dies of Drink in Nature, I have pre-cut some of these elements, the branches and the berries, in these assorted colors, in balmy blue and balmy blue and what is it? Misty Moonlight and white. And just, we're gonna put a couple of branches here and there, like so. Yeah. And this one back here. Oh, I got a little bit of glue in my hands now, and I'm like, ugh. There we go. I was crooked. You didn't tell me, guys. All right, so glue dots for these. Or whatever you want. I'm gonna use glue dots. Yep. And just find the spot that doesn't match with your dimensional behind the ring, and trying to hide the this has to go more on the side. As I said, now my hands have glue and it doesn't let me. Yeah, there we go. Like that, and this one back here. Yeah, I should have put it over here because this is a big space. Let me see if I can grab it. Out it goes, and on this other way. And I'm trying to put it right where the dimensional is, and it's not letting me for good reason. And where's my other piece that I was gonna put here? I thought I had another Misty Moonlight. I only have this little one. Well, I'll put this one back here. This is as you want it. Just giving you some ideas. All right. Oh, here we are. Here we see. I knew there was one. It just got stuck with the other one. I think I'm gonna make this a little smaller, and cut the tails. And this was gonna have this like this. Where do I put it? Here, up or down? I think here in the middle. And because it has the dimensional radius, I'm gonna put a touch, just a tiny touch of liquid glue. All right. So this is our card. Oh, and we have the inside. And I did a matching envelope too. See? For the inside, I also used a couple of the berries from... okay, let me clear the space so we can see a couple of the berries from Ringed in Nature. So let me put this together. Where's my stand? My block. And this will do in okay, Misty Moonlight right here, and the berries will do in Balmy Blue. So it kind of feels the same way as the DSP, the paper. Oh, let me not mess it up and use my man. There we go. And you know that it always dries a little lighter than it stamps darker, and then it lightens up as it dries. So all right, and then we need to clean this. Okay, I can put the other one. I'll put the berries in here. And that will be it. It's an easy design. I just thought like the combination of the elements worked quite well. Love the penguin. If you don't have it, get it before it disappears forever. There we go. We'll put this inside our card, and we have to put some rhinestones too. For these rhinestones, I wanted blue rhinestones because I wanted to give it a little bit of shine, and I used the ones that came with that Waves of Inspiration suite, because I bought a lot of them because I love them so much. Oops, look what happened. I didn't cut it properly. Uh-oh. Okay, so I'm gonna trim it with the scissors because I don't want to put this on my I don't want to put it with glue on my trimmer because it will mess it up. But look, it's pretty straight too. Wow, excellent. All right, so this is a card. Let's put some rhinestones in this baby, on this baby. You see, Thank you, Deb. I'm glad you like it. These are the ones I was talking about. I know they're discontinued, but if you have other rhinestones, you can put the clear rhinestones. They will work nicely. I just like these blue ones because they're blue. And you have all sorts of blues. You have a lighter blue, you have more aqua, then you have the greens. I love them. So I'm using these because I think they're more like navy. I'm gonna put one there and one there. How about this? You like it? And this is, I use the other color. I use the lighter ones there. Oh, and I put two more there. Let's put two more there. Why not? I have plenty. I think I have another package of that. One and one right here. All right, so this is our first card. Let me put it aside and keep moving because we have a lot to cover. As I said, 3 more cards. Yes, right, they're so gorgeous. And honestly, they work with so many colors. I just love them. Love them, love them. All right, moving on. Next card, we can do this. I mean, this is just an idea because there's so many possibilities with the aspen dice and the perch in a tree. But just with the aspen dice, using these and putting whichever background you want from the One Horse Open Slate DSP, it's just like everything works, everything. So it's just a matter of like what colors you're feeling, and like I started working with this one, which I even have set up, almost set up. Let's do this one just because I already had it set up. Because I was gonna make it last night as a sample. It's like I already had a sample. But so I cut these with the aspen dies, and the measurement is 4 by 5 1/4. So I did this slightly smaller, and I'm gonna put it in such a way that we can see the little fellow there, because it's all about the animals tonight. And I like to put them in dimensionals because it separates a little bit from the base, and it kind of gives you like more 3D action. And also if you move it on the side, you can see the legs that are hiding behind they're hiding behind the tree trunk there. I see that I didn't cut it properly, glue it properly, but because this is not gonna be seen, I can just trim it like this. God, it's all about trimming today, eh? All right. There, because I don't want to see the little. So then this you just put on your card base, whatever you want, and I did just like I want just a sliver of the, what's the other, maybe I didn't cut it properly. No, I did. It's just like an eighth, a 16th of an inch all around. And this is copper clay, because I think it's the same color as this fellow here, so I thought it would be a nice combination. Also, I thought that I'm gonna trim it a little bit, just because, just a little bit. I want to show a little bit more of the copper clay in the top. And I'm trusting my instinct that I'm not crooked, and I think I am not crooked. Look at that. Wow. Anyway, as I was saying, depends on the colors that you wanna. I want an unconventional color, so it depends on the colors that you want to use. You can do it in green, you can do it in like, but this I think worked very well with the background that I chose for this one. But I'll show you another one. In green, in blue, or I did in crumb cake. So this would be with our little fellow here, the little deer. Isn't it cute? And then we can just put a sentiment, and I didn't bring any. Okay, let me put. I don't have any cardstock for the sentiment. I didn't prepare for that, Candy. Bad girl. What I did for the other. Oh, I remember what I did. For my original card of this one. Now, for this one, I used white, and I just did a piece of white with the copper clay here, like the guy. This is not copper clay. Is it copper clay? I don't know. I don't know the new colors yet very well. I get confused with pecan pie, copper clay. I get a little confused. But I learned them. They're all new with the color refresh. Well, I think what I did is use one of these back parts here that was lighter, and I used it as the, let's see if it was this one. There was one that was kind of like wood. I just have to find it. Oh, there we go. There. This one. See? And then I just put the sentiment right there. I'm getting so hot. It's so humid. I can't stand it. Alright, I'm gonna do this smaller, but I'm gonna actually stamp it first. I'm gonna use this copper plate that I have here. There, so we don't even need to use cardstock. We can use cardstock too, but you know, I'm just gonna do the little Merry Christmas here. I think it's a little crooked because I think it's mounted a little crooked. Let's see. The photopolymer stamps, you can actually move them. So if you want them all curved, you could do them all curved, and they stick to your block. Let's see if this I like better. Yes, I think that's less crooked now, don't you think? God, it's so freaking humid. Oh my God, I don't like the summer. Unless I'm by the pool or at the beach. I'm just gonna trim it like this. And do the arrow thingy by cutting it to the middle and then from the corner to the center, and same on the other side. Even though I did it a little bit longer to put a little bit of there, but because I don't have the room now to twirl this around like I did in my original card, we can just put it underneath. Okay, let's clean this up because it's not sightly. All right, there. So just by putting a little bit of linen thread like this, where are my scissors? Cut. And we put this with dimensionals on top of it, and that's it. Cute. I like it. I'm just gonna adhere a little bit. No, not this. A little bit of stamp and seal. Just a little bit because I don't want it to be seen, but I want to adhere my twirly thingy here. Stamping Seal Plus, this is. I like it better than a regular Stamping Seal, but that's a personal choice. And then we're gonna put 2 dimensionals on our sentiment. There's something stuck here. All right. Oh no, it's nothing stuck. It's like I can see through this, and I thought it was a piece of linen, but no, it's not. There we go. Look how pretty. Isn't it cute? Oh, I did it too low, and it's not covering my stamping seal, but there, I moved it. Cute, right? So you see what I mean? It's like the same recipe, so to speak, but you just change the background and they all work. They all work. You just have to change the colors and as you like. So that's another one. And oh, we can put some either rhinestones or flakes, snowflakes. I think snowflakes will look good. Let me see if I can find them. Or do I have them already in my other thing? Clipper? No, I don't. Okay. Well, if I cannot find the snowflakes, we'll use some other rhinestones. I'm sure you can find. Here they are. I finally arranged my embellishments so I can actually find them. They're all in a box and they can just like go like this as in a file, you know. They're actually in a file box. So, and what color should we put? Like I think the copper too. Like the copper looks nice because it kind of goes with the coppery. Yeah, put this one behind this because I thought that was nice. I'll put a big one here. And we're gonna put 5. A little one here. And a middle one. There. And I think it needs something else here. I'm gonna put another big one. Like it? I'm doing like this and I'm taking it off the camera. How do you like it? Alright. So, and just let me show you really quickly how to do a version with a little Scotty dog, who is also the Scotty Punch. The Christmas Scotty Punch is also, where is it? Here. It's also on the clearance section. Last time I checked, Scotty Dog Punch. And you can do the Scotty with the little bow. And I thought, like, why don't we do this with these guys? And look how nice it works with this background. And then you can put the Scotty here. And your sentiment can go here or here. So let's do that. So this was, let me measure it. Oh, where's my, oh, here it is. My ruler, I lost it. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. So this has to be a little bit less. And how I measure it before, I just select what part of the background I want to show, and then I mark it with a pen. But for this one, I found that this works the best. So I'm just, and it's a little, you have to trim it a little bit smaller than what you're marking because you don't want it to be shown. So see, I have my 2 markings there. Now I'm going to use my paper trimmer. Yes, I did too, Joanne. I paid full price. But you know, that's the price you pay when you don't want to risk it. I mean, sometimes they come, but sometimes they get sold out. And you know, if you like it, you have to go for it. And I don't mind it because if you use it a lot, it kind of pays for itself. So, and I've used this a lot. I believe that somebody on this, who's on right now, that Christmas card last year from me that had the Scotty. Am I wrong? I do love punches too. They make it also easy. Like I have the layering circles dies, but I got the punches for the circles just because sometimes I'm too lazy to get up and find the die and whatever. The punch is just like punch and that's it, right? All right. So let's see if I do it properly. It looks like it's working. There. And this time, because I don't have any animals behind it, I can just glue it. I'm gonna trim it a little bit more just for security reasons. Not that it needs it because it wasn't showing, but just tiny smidge there to make my life a little easier. Alright, so I'm just gonna, I think it's better to do it like this way. Just put some glue here. This time, as I said, I'm gluing directly, not putting the dimensionals because we don't have any element that needs a three-dimensionality in the background because we're gonna put our Scotty on top of it. And since the Scotty is the one that's gonna have the dimensionals, you know, you don't want too much dimension. Okay, I think that will do. And hopefully I'm gonna do it this way. And actually I should do with using my silicone mat so I don't get anything dirty because I'm using a brand new paper mat, like matting whatever. And remember what I said about liquid glue, it's very forgiving, so you can wiggle it around until you're satisfied. And I am satisfied now. How about that? Alright, so we're gonna put our Scotty here in dimensionals, and we have a bow, and I actually cut the bow in 2 colors. If I can find the envelope where the bows were. Where the heck did I do that? I think I had one. Oh, here we have the yellow one. That's the lemon lolly that matches. Oh, here's the other one. So you guys tell me, which one do you prefer? Oh, Joanne, I hope you're back with us. Let me know which you prefer, the blue Misty Moonlight or the yellow. I think I prefer one of them, but if you guys prefer the other one, I'll abide by the majority. And we're gonna prepare something for this as well, and it could actually be this, you know. It's nice color, and it kind of matches with the background. And I'm gonna just erase my pencil marker there. And we are gonna stamp it in Misty Moonlight. Blue, okay. Joanne, you got it. Blue it is, because Joanne said so. This, because of the colors, it doesn't look so wintry as it looks more fall. So maybe Merry Christmas is not the best message now that I think about it. How about, what else can we put that's nice and seasonal but not in your face Christmas? We could put Happy Holidays. Season's greetings. I'm looking at what I have. Or, yeah. Let's do season's greetings. Okay. Or Happy Holidays. Happy Holidays. Just replacing this one with the other one. Oh, and this doesn't need my mat because it's a clean set. Happy holidays. I hope I'm centered. Perfect. Look at that. That's cute. I like it. I like the background like this. Yes. Good idea. See, it's just like you don't do it twice the same way. Because you always find a way that you like better, or you just want to try something new. All right. We have to decide what we're gonna put here for ribbon, but meanwhile we are gonna put the blue bow on the little Scotty. And I actually researched what colors are Scotties. Are they white Scotties? Well, they are kind of whitish. There's ones that are called wheaten, so they're kind of like almost not albino, but you know, they have the wheat color, but they're very, very light. So I thought, okay, that will work. So he's my wheaten Scotty, and then we're gonna put him on dimensionals here. He's very cute. A dimensional for the head as well. It's like he's going to walk in the park with his little bow, right? And these happy holidays, I'm thinking, what can I use for ribbon? And maybe just a silver. Maybe a silver ribbon like this. Make it sparkly. And what do you guys think? This or linen thread? No, I like this. And I think I had a blue linen thread, but I don't know. Let me check quickly for a second. I had a white one. White one I do have. No, no blue. Oh yes, I have this blue, but I think it's more like navy. Yeah. No, we're gonna do either a white one and try the white one, or yes, or the silver one. What do you guys think? Maybe both. No, both is an overkill. I think that I'm going for the white one. And I'm gonna do like this, 3 or 4, and just tie a knot. I'm gonna move this farther up. But I do want to see that. Well, it's fine. All right. Now that I want to put my message first, so to see where to tie the knot so it doesn't, yeah. So I'm gonna put dimensionals in this. I'm gonna do 3 because it's a long message. 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. And now we're gonna tie the knot here. Maybe put the glue dot as before. Yeah, this happens sometimes when you put your dimensionals on top of thread or ribbon. It's a little crooked, but I'm gonna fix that. Let me tie the knot first. I'm gonna put the glue dot to help me. I'm sorry about the noise. It's very active today. Monday night apparently is more active than Sunday night. But I have to have the window open because my air conditioning is off at the moment. So I didn't want the noise. And I don't want to die of heat. That'd be fun. If you see me pass out on top of my project live, can you imagine that? Horrible. Anyway, maybe a double knot. Come on, this way. Yeah. All right. Oh. These are not my scissors for ribbons and thread. You can tell. And let's see if we can find a way to put this more steady. And how we're gonna do it is with mini dimensionals, or just these little parts here of the dimensional that we're gonna put outside the linen. This is like the edge of a sheet of dimensionals that was done, and we know that we would use every little last part, right? And now I'm gonna do the same on the bottom one, so it gets steady, and that will help, I think. There. All right, so of course we have to put this in a base, but you get the idea. I'm not gonna waste my time now cutting a base because you know how to cut a base. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Once you score it, so it's 8 1/2. You know. Anyway, the regular measurements you guys all know, so I don't have to do it. But see, they're like with the same aspen dies, and you get like 3 different looking cards just by changing the backgrounds of what you see behind the trees. And by the way, I wanted to point out that here the fox, you couldn't see him enough because there's this trunk, but I actually removed this trunk so we could see the fox better. So you can do that. So if something bothers you here, if you want to see more on this side, you could remove this trunk, like kind of following the branches a little bit, and remove this trunk or this trunk, you know, and just make the window a little bit bigger. Can you tell? Anyway, so that's the 3 different looking cards with the same kind of recipe design and the same aspen dies, and with the Scotty that's on the clearance section. And we didn't put any rhinestones, but we will. Let's actually find some of these. These are the tinsel gems, and I think we had ones that were yellow. Let me see if I can find them, because those are actually gonna work better, the yellow ones. Tinsel gems. I think, I cannot remember very well. We have this yellow, but it is not the kind of yellow. No, this is not the lemon lolly. I don't know if it has the lemon lolly or not, but if not, nah, no. I'm very picky with my colors, with my embellishments. I am. So yeah, I don't know if, yeah, I think it is. I found them. Yeah. Let's see how this looks. I don't know if this is the yellow or is this the other color, the lemon lime, whatever. I think it's the lemon lime because it looks too green. What do you guys think? Well, in camera it looks like it is. That's funny. Let's see. We'll try them If I don't like them, I'll remove them. One on the bowl for sure, a big one. So I'm gonna put one here, one big one on the bowl. Look how cute. And yeah, I kind of like the yellow because we're putting it on top of the blue, so it kind of changes the shade a little bit. So that it works. It works. I'm gonna do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more. Not here, not here, 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 here. Nah. Where? Maybe here. I'm very doubtful. Okay, I'm moving this one here to this one. There we go. Now I like it. I'm gonna put this there. And now this, I don't like them when they align. I'm telling you, I'm a pain in the neck. It's my OCD touches of OCD that I may have. Alright, so I like it now, and that's how it's gonna stay. I hope you like it too. Okay, moving on, because we have still 2 more little cards to do, and it's already 10. Oh my god. Anyway, if you stay with me, I'll show you 2 more. Next one I was thinking is this. I love this card. I love how it came out. I think it's so classy. I love these dies. All these diorama dies that I call them. I think they're very nice. So anyway, let's get to it, because this is gonna be faster, I think. I hope. I always say that, right? Thank you, John. I'm glad you like it. For this one, I'm using this background. Isn't it pretty? As I said, they're all pretty. Oh, look what I didn't do yesterday. I didn't take all these little parts here. I have a piercing tool, but you can use take your pick tool for this. And we have the little brush that does that. And I don't know if you didn't cut properly, or it's just very humid and it's getting stuck. Could be either of the things. Alright, I'm sorry. I mean, I thought I was gonna gain time and I forgot that I didn't do this. Okay. Push down a little bit with this because it's not getting in out. There we go. Some of those intricate dies, sometimes when it's humid, it's better to run them through machine a couple of times to make sure that this doesn't happen. Thank you, Deb. I'm glad you like it. So you guys haven't not told me what would you prefer to see next Sunday. A last Christmas in July, or alternative with the fun in the sandpaper pumping. Just think about it. Let me know. I really hope I get the trucking along bundle. All right, finally. So these big pieces I'm taking with that, but look what I have for little pieces. Okay, either way, I see when I get the bundle, because if I don't have time to play, I have like one of these Honestly, the best thing I bought. Isn't it great? And the little pieces don't go on my floor. Oh, that's a good idea, the dryer sheets. I've never tried that. Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh, very interesting. Thanks, Joanne, for the tip. So this is where I said that I actually see which part do I want to see. I don't want to do this and cut the trees here, so I'm just moving it around and see which part do I want. Thinking also that I'm going to put my little deer there. So I think I'm going to do this part. So I'm going to get my pencil. And I'm just going to do this and this. And this. And I'm going to do a little bit less, as I said, because I don't want it shown. Alright. Now with my cutter. I'm sorry. I hit the camera. Thankfully, it didn't hit me back. Don't let me start with the dad jokes. That's another one that has a background with the light wood, and it's very nice. So I'm a little shorter than what I marked. And a little shorter than what I marked here. Did I mark anything here? It's hard to see. I think it's here, yes. Yeah, I did. Alright, so this is saved. And this is the piece I'm using for my background. But this is all about the animals, so we don't have to forget our little deer, which is right here. And this one I do want in dimensionals, because the deer and the trees are closer to us, so to speak. Or I want to give the impression that they're closer to us. Joanne, do you have any preference on what you want to see next week? Well, next week's Sunday, because today's already Monday. I'm gonna put small piece here on these sides. Let's see if I have a smaller one that doesn't show. These are my mini dimensionals that are all gone. Oh, I could use this. There. And here you have to be careful how to align it, because you really don't want to see any dimensional. See here, I see them a little bit, and I'm there. All right, let's move to the side. Oh, Joanne, what's going on with your internet? Is it rainy up there or stormy? Sometimes it has nothing to do with that. I mean, my internet was going out every evening, like clockwise, after 9:30 or 10 or 11, between 9:30 and midnight, every freaking night. And finally I called, and apparently there was something wrong with the wiring. And I'm like, the wire has a schedule? Sounds a little fishy to me, but that's what the guy said. So he replaced everything, and since I haven't had a problem, so I'm grateful. Thank you, Spectrum. Alright. I'm gonna put this piece here. I think I need a tiny little one for this. Mini dimensional. Will it fit in the head? I don't know. Using a brand new sheet. Oh. Then maybe something, I don't know. Maybe too many people are connected at the same time. I'm not an expert, but you know. This is one here, right? I was thinking, I see the mini dimensionals. They could have put another row here because there was room for another row. Not, maybe not, probably all around. Oh well. This one is too big, so I'm gonna cut it in half. For his little head. I don't think I did that in the other one, and it looks fine, but eh. There. Remove the backing. I'm gonna put it in the middle. His leg got a little crooked. In the middle, but back from the grass. And a little bit to the side because I want, like he's looking at the trees in the background. It's a very thoughtful deer, enjoying the landscape. Because it's all about animals today, as I said. Alright, so then I used one of these strips that we use for this, and the sentiment from One Horse Open Sleigh, Season of Cheer, wishing you a season of cheer. And I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna actually trim it. I'm gonna stamp it in boho blue. I think Misty Moonlight and boho blue work so well together. You know, I'm seeing that I can see a tiny sliver of the paper, so I'm trimming it because I want to see it. There. Alright. Boho blue goes very well with Misty Moonlight, I think. And that's what we're going to use for the base of our card here. This is Misty Moonlight, by the way. I didn't mention it, but it is. There we go. It's gonna dry a little lighter because right now it looks more like Misty Moonlight itself. Alright, and I'm gonna trim the bottom. Try not to cut the F. And I'm gonna trim this side too. I'm saving the trimmings, but probably those were a little bit too small, but anyway, you never know, right? Alright, I'm gonna do flag ends for this one. And I didn't leave much room for my flat end tail over here, but I'll make it work. There. All right. And then for this one, I curled it so it looks like more like a banner. You see how it's curled here? So I just did like this, and then this one I did the other way, and I'm curling this down a little bit. And we get something like that. And then I put double dimensionals here for the height. 1 and 2. Then we remove the back and we make the other one coincide. And then one single dimensional in here. That's a little thin. And I put a glue dot yesterday, but I don't think it needs it. So I'm not gonna do it. But before that, we're gonna put our trim, and it's gonna be, this is the gold and silver trim combo, and I started using the gold a lot, and I was like, hey, how about the silver? And I think the silver works so well with the blues. I don't know, it's a very complementary color, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna attach this here so I can see that it's not crooked, that I can put it at the distance that I want. I'm trying to train myself to put everything back on its place, because otherwise it's such a mess when I finish a live that it takes me so long. Okay, so this is a little crooked, but I can adjust it. No, it's perfect now, I think. Well, perfect is a say. I like it like that. Because I like it like that, I'm gonna put just a little bit of this stamping seal here to hold it, because it's not gonna be seen, because we're gonna put the banner on top. And then we are putting a banner season of cheer. You know what? I'm gonna put the glue dot because I think it will help attach it to the. Oh my God! Come on, glue dot. You believe it? Okay. How'd you go? Give me another glue dot. It's gonna help attach it to the ribbon. I don't want to lose my curves here. There, see? Nice and secure. And now we're gonna do a little bow here. Give me enough ribbon so I don't suffer too much on camera. Yes. I wanted to slip away, but I didn't let it. All right. Oh God. It wants to go the other side. I don't know why. There. I'm gonna make it a little smaller, the loops. And once I like it, how I like it, I'm gonna put a glue dot so it doesn't move. Oh, these two glue dots together. My God, what's going on with these glue dots? Okay. There. And I'm gonna trim the sides. And that's it. And then we're gonna put this. I had look at like a little bow that I made with the metallic one. I don't know what that was for, but we are gonna attach this to our card base that is boho blue. I don't know about you, but I find these new colors, the cardstock, seems to be a tiny bit thicker than the other one. Have you found that? All right. Look how pretty, isn't it pretty? And then to decorate this one, I just used the basic rhinestones in like the silver ones, which I don't know if I'll find now, but hopefully I will, because I have them all organized, as I said. It's a matter of being patient and passing them all, passing until I find the right one. Oh, here we go. Which one is your favorite so far? I have one more, the weird one with the fishes. I know that's not gonna be for everybody, but I think it's a very nice masculine holiday card for somebody who actually likes fishing, of course. So I'm putting one here. I'm putting a bigger one here. And a small one on the other side. And then I'm gonna use the small ones. This one goes here. And then I put another one there. Okay. That worked yesterday, it's gonna work today. Voila! Pretty, right? I do it like this to look at it myself and realize that you guys don't see it if I do that. So, how do you like it? Alright. And finally, let's go for the weird fishes. They're not weird, they're just fish. I like fish. Alright, where's my sample card? Everything that I had ready. Where did I put it? Okay, so here's my sample card. And I have to find the materials right here. Found them. Told you, I'm trying to be organized. It's just like I put everything next to me and then it disappears when I put things on top of things. Alright. Let's go with this. I'm just cleaning up stuff. So for this one, I just wanted to like, because my first intention for this live, for when I saw that I was not gonna get the track on time and the online exclusive stuff on time, it's like, oh, I'll do unconventional color, Christmas colors. So this is the first card I came up with. I'm like, well, it doesn't say Christmas to me, but you can make it say Christmas, right? It's all about the color combos and putting a little twist, because this could have gone actually for in my live from last week where I did what did I do? I did oh yes, the twist to non-traditional sets, you know, not traditional holiday sets, make them holiday with a little bit of a twist. And this is exactly what I did for this one, which is like layer this like that, and just have my circles that I cut with the circle punches. This is the 2-1, what is it, 3/8. Oh, go ahead. Thank you, Joanne. I know it's late. It's 10:30. It's working day today, tomorrow. And I'm almost done, so. And I had a little holiday Santa hat already made, and I don't see it. Oh well, we'll make another one. Make it live. Anyway, very easy. Wild wheat base color, mossy meadow, my mat. So I'm just gonna attach that. Like that. And then you get to choose if you want to show more of the gingham here, if you want to show more of the fishes. I think the fishes are more fun, so I'm gonna go for the fishes. Actually, because this is, I don't know, crooked a little, not crooked, but a little bit folded, the corner. I'm just gonna use this side. It's a little bigger than that. Let's see. I can actually trim it. That's what I'm gonna do. It's a different card, right? As I said, this is not something that you can find in a card store. And if you find somebody to give it to that likes fishing, they're gonna appreciate it. And there's something that has a sense of humor, they're gonna appreciate it even more. I'm just surprised I don't have my Santa hat around here. That's so weird. Oh well. I'm sure that I'll find it once I'm offline. So let's start attaching these. This again comes from, see, this is the back of this. It's like this was easy card, because the back matched the front so well. So I used the colors, the wild wheat and the mossy meadow. And by the way, this week is the last week for earning your $5 vouchers for each $50 purchase. Have you earned many? I have a couple. And you'll be able to start redeeming them as soon as August 1st. How fun is to go shopping with a voucher, so you pay less. So if you have $10, you pay $10 less. Alright, so this was attached like that, and then this was stamped with joy. I just thought it was funny to put joy with that. I don't know why it didn't, the punch didn't cut very nicely, but I fix it. And I need my mossy meadow. Where is it? Here. And I'm gonna put the joy, for instance. That comes from Brightest Glow. Also still available on the annual catalog. And I ran out of blocks. No, I didn't. I have more blocks. It's good to have many blocks. There. Joy. Actually, this came nicely stamped, not like my other one was a little weak. Or maybe it will dry lighter. I was just saying that. I'll put that on dimensionals here. Just a couple. I could put 4. That's why I get rid of dimensionals very quickly. I have somebody in mind to give this to. I have to have 2 people in mind to give this to, because I have 2 cards. But I have a few friends who are fishing aficionados. So, all right. So let's work on our fussy cut a fish from the paper, and I just fussy cut another one before, but I'm gonna do this one now for variety's sake. I wonder if they're actual real fish that you can identify. Oh, this is a salmon, this is a... This is a... What is it, like the river one? The... Oh. Hi, Deborah, thank you. Yeah, it's different. That's right. It's cookie more than cute, I think, but it's, I think it'll be appreciated. What's the river fish that you... I went fishing the other day. I was so excited. I think I told you guys. And I got one of these. I can't remember now the name. I'm blanking. Trout, yes, exactly. Trout, thank you. I don't know. I mean, does this look like a trout? It could be, right? So fussy cut this. And then we'll fussy cut a Santa hat for him. Or her. I don't know what it is. I thought that this has a very flat head, so we can put the Santa hat here. So I'm gonna actually adhere it first here. I'm gonna put a little bit of liquid glue just on the bottom, because on the upper part I'm gonna put a dimensional once I put the hat. So and now let's make a Santa hat. So how I did is just I do a Santa hat like that, kind of like that, and I just fussy cut that. And I wish I had, I'm gonna actually cut that you don't see the lines so I don't have to erase them. And I wish I had the other one that I had made, because I used enamel paint effect. Is this enough Santa hat? Is it too big? Maybe it's too pointy here. Maybe that's better. All right. So let's work on that. I'm gonna get my mat back, my silicone mat, and I use the enamel effects to put the furry thing. I mean, you could use the snow effects if you have them, or even embossing paste. The problem is that now it has to dry. It takes a long time to dry, so it's gonna be risky to put it on the car, but I think you're gonna have to get the idea, and I'll attach it later and you see how the result it looks like, right? So let's finish adhering this. Leave our Santa hat there. Just putting a swirl. Okay, I think I want it a little bit back, further back, down, I mean. And then we have the festive pearls. And they come in these fun festive colors. This greenish, silver, and red, and I'm using the gold because I want to make it classy, festive, because this is, as I said, not a very festive car unless you put the little twist on. If you do it like this, it's like, no, it's not a festive car at all. It does need the Santa hat. And I did some here between the fish as well. 1, 2, and 1 here. I think I'm gonna move that one farther back. I'm gonna put it right there. All right, so that's how it's gonna look. And then I took okay, this was already cut candy. Where are they? Well, maybe not. I thought I had pre-cut pieces. Yes, here they are. I had 2 pieces of linen, fairly long. Okay, I'm gonna get the, where did I do with the Santa hat? Oh, it's here. It's not the first time that I sat on top of something that was drying. So yeah, so that's why. All right, so I think I'm gonna do it like this, and then I'm gonna trim it to measure. So it's like 4 pieces together, and then with the gold one, a piece of the gold one. I tied them like this. There. And I'm gonna do another one just to secure it. There. Don't mind about this because it's not gonna be seen. Just gonna cut this. I'll trim it because this is gonna be trimmed anyway. And I'm cutting them short, and I don't know why they make me seem like some kind of, and I don't want them all at the same length. They're like a little different there. And then I'm just gonna put it like this because it reminds me like the kind of like what you put it for the fly fishing and something, you know. That's why. So I'm gonna put a glue dot behind this, and that will be it. Actually, this big glue dot that got stuck with another glue dot, that would be perfect. Let's see. Now the important thing is that this needs to go under. Yes. And this goes like that. And I'm gonna trim the tail. That was longer than the other tail, and that's my car. Well, imagine the Santa hat. Oh, I wish I had it. I wish I could have the one that I have pre-cut, and I don't know what it is. Oh well. But I'm gonna try to very carefully show you where it will go, like this, with a mini dimensional. Let's see if I can find a mini dimensional here. I'm risking here making a mess of things, but I really want to show you the effect, because otherwise it's not a very good Christmas car. Maybe farther front. It's a funny car, right? All right, so this is it for me. I've had you way too long, but I wanted to show you all these ideas to do with animals, and animals are very Christmassy. Yeah, this, I don't know, which one do you like better? I don't know. They're both different. This is dry. This is not dry, so I'm not gonna touch it. So I'm gonna move this away, because if I put the other things on top, it's gonna end up messing it up. So we have this one, and then we have the aspen dies with the Scotty. We had the deer, my original one. Sorry, trying to make room to show you. My original one was this fox one, and then we have the little penguin. Like a lot of variation, all different animals, the fox, the deer, the Scotty, the trout, and the penguin. All right. So thank you for watching, Deborah. And I'll see you next Sunday. Thank you. I'll see you next Sunday, and we'll see what we do. If you want to comment on down, if you prefer to see more Christmas in July, or the last episode of Christmas in July, because it will be the 30th. Or paper pumpkin. I may do the paper pumpkin later. I don't know. Anyway, tune in next Sunday. More fun. And thank you again for holding up with me. Have a very good night and a very good week. Bye.